week because I told you in the last video that I was going on a little trip with my sister. So she lives in Ohio. I went and visited her, and I also had a business conference there in Cleveland. My first time ever in Cleveland, and surprisingly it was actually pretty cute. I don't mean that in a mean way. I just had no idea what to expect there because, you know, there's different parts of Ohio that are just kind of like cornfields and cows, which I also love, but it ended up being like the waterfront and cute little restaurants, and we had a good time. I'm back home now, only for a few days. My husband and I are leaving in a couple days for another trip down to Texas. So this is my first ride in a week, and it already feels weird because I was, you know, riding every single day in September was my goal, and I'm just doing the best I can. I'm not being too hard on myself, but just trying to get in the good riding weather before it's gone for the year. It's a beautiful day today. I was gonna go earlier, but I just had like a bunch of stuff to get caught up on the house today, so I'm just now getting out. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 5:49 p.m. which is a lovely time for a ride, except we'll see how traffic goes because today I'm going on the freeway for the first time. I told my husband, he was like, are you going on a ride? And sometimes we go practice in the parking lot, as you guys have seen. But I'm like, yeah, I'm going just by myself. But I told him I was going on the freeway, and he was like, no, don't do that. You don't have to go on the freeway. He's so nervous for me because I've kind of like hyped it up for myself that it was scary. And actually, statistically, more accidents happen not on the freeway than they do on the freeway. So I think it just seems scarier because there's more cars, you're going faster, etc. Except, like, honestly, you're not really going that much faster than you go on some back roads anyway. I think the fastest I've ever gone was 70. And I probably shouldn't even say that because that was definitely not the speed limit, but there was literally no one else on the road. It was this back road that was a straightaway, and to some motorcyclists that's probably nothing, but as just like a leisure rider who doesn't go more than 50 normally, I mean, like a lot of back roads around here, I'm going 45 right now. 45, 50 is like kind of normal out here. So anyway, I'm not worried about the speed at all. I'm just kind of worried about, you know, other people paying attention, which is the same risk that you have on any other street. So anyway, I do know that fear is kind of like a mental thing. Sometimes it's good to have healthy fears if they keep you safe and things like that, but I do think a lot of times fear can hold you back from experiencing life or a lot of things, just growth in you as a human being. So me as a rider, I think that fear has been holding me back by not going on the freeway, which I will say, I've mentioned this before, it's not desirable for me because it's not as pretty, and I really enjoy like the scenery like this that's just peaceful and like country and stuff out here. I think it's a lot more relaxing, but like sometimes, you know, let's say I start riding more and I actually need to take the freeway because a road is blocked or something. I don't want it to be a mental thing where it's scary, so I think I just need to get over it and do it today. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Another thing I was gonna tell you, so do you remember, my tag is hanging out right now. It's like itching, it's so annoying. In one of my past videos, there's like this clicky noise that was so obnoxious, and it was a little sprinkly outside, but it wasn't like a consistent click, so I didn't really understand what was happening. I thought it was the rain, but it didn't really make sense. I'm like, maybe like, I don't know, something on my helmet's just like tapping, but I don't know what it would be because I don't have anything loose. And then today, it doesn't always happen, and then today it was happening again, and I realized it was the drawstrings of my sweatshirt was hitting my helmet, which makes so much sense, and now I feel so dumb for not catching on to that. So I tied those up today, so that's not going to be a problem. So thank God for common sense, I figured that one out. I've been talking to that girl I was telling you guys about, trying to go on a ride with her. We might be able to go this week, so hopefully that'll happen. If it does, I'll record and everything. I mean, I've ridden with my dad and brother-in-law, but I've just never ridden with another woman before, so I think that would be really fun. And then actually, while I was on my trip in Ohio, I was just looking at motorcycle stuff, and like I just want to find more women that ride and build that community. I mean, there's a big community online, but a lot of people I feel like are just not local to my area. So I found this girl who is from my area, and I don't even know her, and I don't know if we have mutual friends or anything, but I was like, what the heck, because I feel like I know everybody in our town, and she rides the literal same bike that I have, so that's cool. So her and I were just kind of chatting briefly to see if we can work something out. I think she rides year round, which good for her. I don't think like constantly, but like she definitely rides more than I do. I'm one of the like seasonal kind of weekender riders normally, and I'm trying to get better at that and get out more into weather that's maybe not comfortable, but I feel like there's like a learning curve that I just need to learn more about, like rain gear and stuff. And obviously just like the road safety in the rain is going to be a lot different to ride than it would be when it's dry outside, especially when there's like a bunch of oil on the floor, on the ground and stuff. Alrighty, so I'm about to get on the freeway. I'm not even, I'm lying. I was gonna say I'm not even nervous at all, but like maybe slightly. Oh no, if there's traffic, I'm gonna be so bummed. Oh, there's not. Sick. Okay, this is freaking nerve-wracking. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, here we don't go. I was ready to just goose it, and I have to stop. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're doing it. I'm just gonna hang in the right lane because I'm just being a baby today, you know? Oh, actually, this is really slow. Maybe I'll pass this guy. Here's some traffic. I mean, it's like 5:30, right? Or like 5 p.m. So obviously there's going to be some traffic. So this is like, it's like in between DuPont and Lacey, which DuPont has joint base with Ford and Seattle. Like a lot of people that live up in Seattle, or sorry, a lot of people that work up in Seattle live in Lacey, and so they're coming back down south after work. So it tends to be backed up in these areas pretty often. So I can't say I'm too surprised, but I did get up to 70 for a little bit there on the freeway, so I'm proud of myself. I would say that that was successful. However, I wasn't talking for a sec because I was like, a little uncomfy because it's like significantly more windy, as I suppose you would assume. I was gonna exit here, but I'm gonna probably go to the next one. It's just too busy. What I was saying is it's significantly more windy, like going next to the that big semi truck that was next to me. And just, I guess, being a smaller bike, I suppose if you were in a heavier bike, it wouldn't be so windy, but I was like actually being kind of rocked back and forth a little bit, which is definitely not an issue on back roads. I think I'm gonna stick to just back roads because it's more fun. And the freeway is just, if I absolutely had to, then I know I can do it. I'll just stay in the right lane. But I don't like it. It's not very fun. Not a fan so far, but you know, it's my first time, so we'll see if I change my mind one day. There's lots of friction zone practice going on right now, and no pressure because there's literally a billion people around me. Maybe I should have exited back there. It was dumb. Well, I follow like the scanner, like the police scanner page locally, and I'm pretty sure there was like a brush fire up here. Maybe in the next few exits, not quite yet. So hopefully I don't run into that. I guess we'll find out. I totally forgot about that. I was like telling myself mentally about an hour ago, don't go there. And what do you know? I freaking go there. Just kind of want to stop. Like I literally can just walk my bike. It's so slow. I remember this exit being a lot closer than this. Oh my gosh, I can finally see the exit. Everyone's exiting, obviously. I just want to get off. Let me off. Now I know how much traffic sucks for bikers. Oh my gosh, my hand hurts. It smells like hot dogs and hamburgers. My hand hurts from that traffic. I wasn't even in that very long, but that really sucked. I always see pictures and stuff of bikers stopping on the side of the road, like waiting out traffic and stuff, and I assumed it was uncomfortable, but I've never actually experienced it that long, which of course in the video you guys are going to see it in like 5 seconds, but I was there for like 15 minutes, which felt like forever of just like friction zoning. Now my hand hurts. I eventually got to the point I was just kind of like walking and barely moving forward. Dark in here. This is scary. Well, I have to say today was a successful day. I'm not sure how much longer I will talk because I don't have that much else to say to you guys. So why talk if I don't need to? I'm gonna finish my ride home. I'm probably still like 15 minutes away from home. It is a beautiful night, beautiful weather. I feel perfectly warm / cold. It's just like the perfect temperature in this light sweatshirt, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And also, if there's any video suggestions you guys have, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to follow through on that if it's something that I have any sort of knowledge on. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.